Welcome back to Gaming with the Hackett's. So, things have changed a lot for the chemical update. So I'm just going to run through a startup scenario. And then I'll probably do boron free and boron loaded. So the core doesn't come with boron. Oh, come on now. Was there an update and I missed it? I don't know why that was deactivated. Okay. So as I was saying, the core doesn't come loaded with boron anymore, so you have to do that manually if you want. You don't have to. It does make startups easier. So this is normal stuff. Vacuum pump helps extract more energy. I'm gonna do about 40. I don't know why those numbers are on. This you can pretty much do whatever flow you want. The higher the number, the more heat you're going to extract. So I'm sure I'll forget about this. It's so loud every time. All right, let's see. Activate this, nominal mode.
New operating mode established. Nominal mode.
Insert the fuel. Okay, we're primed. Now we just need pressure to come up. Okay, so the goal is to start up as quickly as possible so that xenon doesn't shoot up. Because once xenon reactivity goes up, it'll be harder and harder to start up. The temperature won't go up as much. Your reactivity will go down. You're going to have to shim rods further. So I think what I'll do is try to do what we did when the game originally had the chemical update. And that was like put rods to 80, go up above 200, which This isn't temperature dependent anymore, so I don't know if that's really going to be feasible. Okay, quest to start. Hopefully they'll come back within the next couple of minutes. Let's say we'll start up at 10. Probably gonna miss that. See if I overloaded. I sure did. I forgot I increased the time setting on my that should be good. Money. Okay. Sweet. Alright, let's see what they said. 11. Why couldn't they do like 10:30 or something? Okay, I think we can start. So let's try this. 80.
Danger alarm.
What the heck?
The reactor has reached critical mass, and its status has changed to reactive. The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
Okay, that was unintentional. Okay, let's check our temp. Well, doesn't look like we damaged anything. Fun. Okay. Check our steam generator. So we gotta go up some more. Okay, now we can get this turbine rolling. Any day now. Okay, you can start spinning now. Okay, well, I'll just completely not bypass it. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for this to come up. And then we're going to match the synchroscope at the top when the frequency is matched. And then we'll close the breaker. And then once we get that, we can do our resistors. I don't like doing them during the startup because it's going to absorb 6,000. All right. We're at the... So we're going too slow. And then we close the breaker. Now we're in parallel. So we're producing less, so we can just unbypass our turbine a smidge. And that'll raise up. As you can see, we're almost there, so we'll go a little bit more. And now we can just turn our resistor on. And any excess will be diverted to our resistor banks and will generate the exact amount of power that's required. Okay. So we're good on that. Let's check our temperature. Oh, as you can see, xenon is going up, so we have to shim out. So I'm going to go to 95. $85. So as you can see, without the boron, the xenon is pretty much overpowered. And it doesn't matter how much you're going to shim rods. Apparently xenon just takes over. Once xenon's peaked at the maximum, that's gonna, yeah. So we'll go 55. And basically, shimming rods is not even helping, so why not just go to, like, I don't know, 10? Danger position. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm going to 0. So there you go. We've started up with no boron, and xenon is crazy. So I'm just going to go back to 95, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to shove some boron in there. So we'll go and now as boron is getting input, you'll start seeing this go down. And that's because they made boron like eat the xenon, which is incorrect. So as you can see, it's going down. And now our reactivity should start coming back up. I don't even know if we're generating power anymore. Yeah, we still are. Sweet. So, little bit of boron. Pretty dramatic effect on the xenon. I don't even know. We're at like 1200. Okay, let's just halt the the boron injection. Let's see what happens to xenon. I imagine it'll just go down continuously from here on out. Yeah, so we're not putting it any more in, and it's still going down. And now we're gonna heat up real quick, so we're gonna have to drop our rods. So there you go. That's a boron-free startup. Takes a while. Well, it doesn't take a while, but eventually, I don't know, we started at 11, and maybe at like 1300 we were xenon locked, so we couldn't even continue operating. It would have shut itself down. And now the boron has basically destroyed all the xenon in the core. Oh, in order to add boron, you have to have room. So if this is at 12 or 120,000, you got to drain. Otherwise, you'll be overloaded and nothing will go in. Alright, so xenon 0, xenon reactivity 0. Now our reactivity is just the excess reactivity from the rods. Eventually, when this gets back up to temp, that'll be good to go. Okay, so let's take a look at a Boron Loaded startup. I did the boron free because core's not loaded. It's quicker. But now we'll just have to wait a little bit. Shouldn't be that much longer. Same stuff. I'm just gonna request permission now. That way I don't forget. They're gonna say 10 o'clock anyways. I should be ready to go by 10 o'clock. This time I'll actually start my pump.
The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
That's always a good sign.
New operating mode established. Nominal mode.
Alright, let's see what the verdict is. Start ops at 10. Like I said. Okay, let's zoom in. Probably good enough. Okay, our temperature's coming up. Let's see our boron. That's probably good. So we'll just go 0. Boom. Now we're just waiting. Waiting for that pressure to come up. Okay. So now we're just going to start up. And we'll just pull rods to 95. So we got some xenon spike. Xenon was coming up, now it's going down.
The reactor has reached critical mass, and its status has changed to reactive.
So we look at our reactivity, we're way up there, which is fine for right now. As we heat up, this will go down. And then I think about 150-ish. We'll start making some steam. Oh, we're already doing it, so I'm just gonna click slow speed for now, so we're not fully there. Should be enough. Oh, our turbine is spinning. That's fine. Okay, so we gotta go more. Okay. So we are gonna have to bypass a bit. So I'm gonna go to 30 again. Probably at almost 51 hertz, I guess. So let's do this. We're going way too fast. We're going to lower the speed. One last round. Close the breaker in parallel. Okay, you see I've bypassed, so we gotta reduce that down. Coming down on that too, so we're gonna have to go up. Go to 60. Okay, we're coming back up here. We might not even need to bypass, honestly. Okay. Activate our resistor. Ouch, okay. Still going up. Okay. Very high temp. Oh, God bless. Okay. That's what happens when you get distracted. And we can also add some more boron. So let's do that. You can get it like 18 to 24 maybe, and then that would be less problematic. Is the temp still going up? I'm not going to touch that. Okay. We're coming down. We are going to take a hit on our integrity, though. Would be nice if it would go down faster. Okay. That should bring it down quicker. And this, I'll turn to 0 again. Alright. Should be good to go now. Just fast forward some time. So, since I forgot about that, obviously the rods are going to be needed to be repaired, so whenever we do a shutdown, then that's when you take care of that. Okay. All right. That's pretty much it for the xenon free and the boron loaded, or sorry, boron free and boron loaded startups. So not too hard either way. If you do boron free, like I said, don't expect to operate long. And then if you use the boron, you can have a longer playtime. But this still is the experimental, so things will change in the future. So don't expect this to be a, you know, a long-term guide. This is as of the 135 pack. So Xenon might change, its behavior might change, and based on that, you're going to have to adjust the startup. And then the turbine startup has been the same since it came out. Really, you just need to get the hertz matched, get your synchroscope in sync, close the breaker, and then mind your power generation. If you don't use resistors, you're going to have to bypass to make sure that you're not overproducing. So we're 550 kilowatts over, and based on that, actually I think, oh no, I forgot, we got this internal consumption here. So we're at, of course there's no, we're at 7,717. You subtract your consumption, which I forgot to stop this stupid thing, which I always do. So subtract that, and then whatever excess would be this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't need resistors, but if you don't use them, say we don't do this, right?
Warning, danger alarm.
Overload resistor bank. Sure. It says we're going to be generating 107.2% for the day. So that's like overkill. And then if you do overload the grid, they'll kick you off, and yeah. That's like really bad. They'll shut down the grid, they'll have to repair it, and then you will be operating with no turbine, basically. And yeah. That's about it. And if you guys have any more questions about startups or anything, let me know. Make sure you get this in sync. This is very important. And then the other aspect is don't over demand. And then if you're supplying a lot of steam to your turbines, maybe you got 3, that will affect your hertz. So you're going to have to play with the turbine bypasses to make sure that you're not overspeeding your turbine. That's a real quick way to destroy it. And I think it happens at like 22-ish, 22,000 kilowatts, something like that. And then it'll just like speed up like crazy, and you're going to have to drop the RPM just so you can keep at 3060. But that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll check you guys later.